Hi guys, Angie Bells, my fairy treasures. Okay, I am back. What this is the cover of my latest altered book of mixed media that I just completed, okay? And when I'm done with the covers, we'll do a complete flip through of this finished altered mixed media book. Okay, so I'm going to do my cover kind of like, I call it salvaged art. It's very Finnabar inspired, that style. So that's what I'm going to do on the cover here. And then here I'm going to do a collage. I'm not going to do it on video, but some type of really cool collage. What I did first on both sides is I did a mixed media background. And it's kind of similar to a lot of mixed media backgrounds you guys have seen me do in the past. So I love how it turned out. I think it's really pretty. I did it to both sides. You know, it's the layer of book notes, scrapbook paper, stamps, stenciling, some napkins, and then I take all that and then I took some gesso and just go over the whole thing so it looks kind of magical, and it takes the background back a little bit so you can see through all the layers. And then I take my script stamp and just script stamp little bits and pieces here and there. Okay, so I did that on both sides. So then on this side, these are a bunch of mix match pieces, okay? We're going to even be adding more. We're going to take all this off and then glue it all together. This is just how I kind of want it, I think how I kind of want to arrange it, but this all has to be glued together, and I got some other texture to put down first also. And then once I glue everything down, then we'll do a white gesso over the whole thing, and then we'll spray it a color. So all the pieces will look very mixed matched. It'll look horrible. And then we're going to take white gesso the whole thing, let that dry, and then we'll use sprays to do the coloring part. So it'll be beautiful at the end, by the end. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece off. This I got at Dollar Tree. Isn't that cool? It says Dream. Let me put this somewhere. This is a cross that I actually made myself. I made my own mold. Oh no, I didn't make my own mold. I bought the mold, but I used plaster of Paris to make those. I made a bunch of plaster of Paris pieces. I'll have to show you guys those. And then this is just a bunch of cool stuff. This is a placemat. This is some cardboard. This is some burlap. This is some shelf liner and some more burlap. And that's going to go all together, something like that, okay? But not yet. First, I'm going to put another layer down first, and it's going to be some pattern paper. This is all about creating cool and interesting texture. So, let me rip this a little bit more here. Okay. I almost hate covering this up because it's so pretty, but we're going to create something really pretty on this, so no major. Okay, so we need to get, hopefully that'll work. Yeah, will that work? I don't have time for drying. I usually would take some Mod Podge and Mod Podge this down, but I don't have time for drying because it's a video. So we're going to hot glue. As crazy as that sounds. I just don't have time for the drying parts. Okay. I know things are going to look crazy, but just trust. As like all the young kids are saying, trust in the trust. I heard some young kids saying that. I'm like, trust in the trust. But now it makes sense to me. Just trust in the trust. It's all gonna be good. Okay. Let me get my crap together. All right. And any texture that goes on here that's not the tissue doesn't cover it, perfect. When you're doing work like this, the hot glue gun, just taking the hot glue gun and going over like that can even add more texture. So, and if it's not real even, good. In fact, I'm going to go like this. just so everything has a lot of texture. Okay, so let's go back over this again. And when using a hot glue gun, I like to use a spatula from the Dollar Tree. And you know what? It's better than your damn fingers. So you can avoid those hot glue burns as much as possible. There we go. This is working out good. This is a whole nother technique I haven't ever really done. Like I said, usually I'll go ahead and use some Mod Podge to do work like this, but it's working great with this glue gun. Plus it's adding extra texture. So I'm loving it. Okay, so we have that down. So we got our first layer of texture down. Make sure you guys are still there. Perfect. Hopefully I'm not working too far out, but this is a big book, so I need to be kind of, you know, give myself space for you guys to see. Okay, so we got the pattern paper down. If you don't have pattern paper, you can use like tissue paper. Now this is like muslin. If you don't have this, you can use muslin. But this is that stuff that you get at Dollar Tree at Halloween time. Okay, it's like a muslin, but it's even like more cheaply made and more decrepit, and I love it. So we're going to put some of that down now. But if you don't have this from Dollar Tree, that, like, I don't know what kind of cloth it's called, creepy cloth. If you don't have that, you can use cheesecloth or whatever the heck you have in your stash of stuff that will give you some type of texture. Use it. You don't even have to go buy cheesecloth. Just look around your craft room, look around your house. You got stuff to make texture, I'm sure. If you're watching my channel, you're probably crazy like me and collect all kinds of crap. So, okay. Again, still using the hot glue gun. Okay, so now we just created more texture. Fabulous. Okay. Now, this I would always use hot glue to glue this fabric on because you need that instant adhesion. I think that trying to glue this on with Mod Podge could just be, I don't know. It could be a disaster. You kind of need instant adhesion with this kind of cloth or the cheesecloth or any of this kind of stuff, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong, and somebody will be like, I like to use that. I'm like, I like to use Mod Podge. I'll be like, okay, then use Mod Podge. I love work like this. There's no wrong or right answer. It's what works. What works for you, for what you're trying to accomplish. Let me throw that to the ground. Okay. Next, now we're going to do the layering. Okay, now we got that texture. Now we're going to do the layering. I got a piece of torn up, what is this? Cardboard. You know, this stuff with the ridges. I don't know why the hell I'm not thinking of the name right now. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. This is a piece of burlap that I just have ripped up. This is a piece of placemat that I got, I think, at a thrift store. And we're going to just place these on like this, I believe. Or maybe we'll do... No, we'll do it like this and then do this on top. Okay, so let's do this piece first. So, now, when you're doing things like this, like paper or fabric-y type of stuff like this, or cardboard, you can totally use hot glue and everything will adhere wonderfully. It's when you're using like metal on metal or metal on plastic is where you're going to have problems. But if you were to take a piece of metal, which we're going to, and you do it onto like fabric like that with hot glue, it's going to stick perfectly onto the cardboard. It's going to stick very nicely. You just run into trouble when you try to do metal on metal or plastic on plastic or plastic on metal. That's where you run into the problem. Some people will argue with me and want to use a different adhesive, but this is what I like to do. Okay. Like the young kid said, trust in the trust. Hilarious. I remember when I was young and I thought I was so cool and I had all the cool sayings. Now I'll be 50 on Monday. Oh, yay. And I don't have all the cool sayings anymore. But you know what I do have? I have some wisdom. Thank God. I didn't say a lot. I have some. What comes with being 50? You better have some damn wisdom. Something needs to come with it. Okay. Loving that. So we're going to pick this piece of the cardboard. Put it down there. Why am I not thinking what this is called? The cardboard when it has all the ridges in it. Now you know that you can buy this in the store. You can buy pads of it. But you can also just take a box, and if you rip off the surface of a piece of cardboard box, like cut out a piece of cardboard box, rip off that first layer, you'll run into this stuff. The corrugated part. Corrugated cardboard. That's what I was trying to say. I actually ran into a bunch of corrugated cardboard, you guys. Like a poster size of it. It may be even bigger. In the garbage can because I was looking for boxes for my eBay business, and they had a big, huge poster size of corrugated cardboard in there. I don't know why. You know, I took that right out. Olivia Hernandez, if you're watching my video, you remember when I found that big piece of corrugated cardboard in the garbage? Because she was with me. She was here visiting, and I told her, we got to go to the trash can. She was like, why? I said, I got to find boxes for my eBay business. Every Wednesday. She's like, okay. So here I am, my friend's visiting, and I take her to the trash. That's so me. Okay. Do I want this piece in here? No, I think I don't. Okay. Now we have this dream. Now this, I am going to do E6000 on this dream part with also a mixture of hot glue. Hot glue will give us the instant adhesion, but since it's so big and heavy, the E6000 will give us it for long term. And I don't know if I even have the damn E6000 sitting right here. Okay, just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, talk among yourselves and or fast forward. I'll be right back. Oh, Lord. I'm making a video. It figures they would do that right at the last minute. Like, thanks. Okay, I'm back. Make sure you guys are still there on my video. Yes, you are. Okay. I cannot believe this, but I am not finding my E6000 glue. Alright, so I'm going to use all hot glue, but explain what I would do with the E6000. What I would do with the E6000 is, I would do the E6000 on the whole outside of this. Okay? And then I would do the hot glue just like right here in the middle, like that, just to give that instant adhesion. Okay? But I don't know where the hell that's at right now. So, for right now, we're going to just... I'm just going to do a temporary with this hot glue at the top of here. And then I'll rip it off and then put the E6000 on it when I find it. But this will do for now. So that's a good way to do things is when you need to use E6000 glue, use that on the outer and then use maybe on the inside, use the hot glue for the instant adhesion. Okay. Okay. And watch this not even want to come off. You know what? It sure doesn't want to come off. Now, the reason that this could work though, and not even actually add E6000, because it's on paper. This is all paper right here, right? So this could stay on really well. It's on there pretty damn good. Anyway, all right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to start adding my pieces on here. Okay, I have this beautiful cross that I made out of, what did I make it out of? Plaster of Paris. I bought the mold, I think, at Hobby Lobby. Okay, now again, I am going to use E6000, or not E6000, I am going to use hot glue on this. I'm going to use hot glue to glue everything on, because I'm gluing it onto this. Everything's paper, right? This is fabric, this is paper. It'll glue on here nicely and stay glued on because of what I'm gluing it onto. Again, some people will argue with me about that, and they like to use this other glue. I forgot what it's called, but anyway. Now, if I was going to do metal on metal or metal on plastic, hell no, I would definitely use the E6000. But in my opinion, I think this is great. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Then I have this tree. It's a Christmas ornament, but I just think the texture is just so cool. I think that's going to go there. Oh, you know what I meant to do? Okay, wait. Hopefully this didn't dry yet. Okay, it didn't. Awesome. I meant to put this bird down first. Isn't that cool? So let's put this bird down first. This is also another Christmas ornament. I love to get tons of Christmas ornaments at Christmas time from Dollar Tree and or the 99-cent store. And they're great for salvaged art like this. And how dirt cheap. You get like, I don't know, 6 or 8 of these for $1. You couldn't buy that at a craft store. So at Christmas time, next Christmas, make sure if you want to do this type of work that you go and you really gather up a lot of the Christmas decor. Especially the flatter pieces. You can get some more texture or some bigger, you know, thicker pieces, but really focus on some of the flatter pieces like that bird. Look at this tree, okay? All right, then I have this little cross down here I thought would be kind of cool. That will look cool. Love this cross. I got this piece. Where did I get this piece at? I got this piece at Hobby Lobby. I think 5 or 6 came in a pack for like $1 last year when they had that 75% off clearance, which they have again this year. Not as good as last year, but they have it. Last year, it's like they're trying to get rid of the whole damn store. It was great. Those prices were on point. Okay. Let me hold these pieces down. Just a second. Hopefully this is going to glue down. Just a second. Okay, is that glued down? It's glued down there, it's glued down there. It's not glued down here, so let's try to get this, get some hot glue underneath there. Okay. Sorry for getting a little silent, you guys. I'm focusing. Just doing a little focusing. Okay, did that get it down? Yeah. Okay, so that piece is down. Do I want to put this tree here or not? I'm trying to decide if I want this here. I got a bunch of other stuff I want to go to. You know what I do? I think that'll look cool. It'll be a lot of good texture. Okay. See, by doing this, how much layers of texture I have down? I just have so many good layers of texture. We started with that, with the pattern paper, and then we did the corrugated cardboard, and we've done the that placemat. We've done burlap, okay, and then we started putting these pieces here. Here's another layer of texture that we're putting on right now. All these pieces, okay. And like I said, make sure you buy those Christmas ornaments because you can use that kind of stuff all year around. In your salvaged art, like a bird. A bird's not just for Christmas. Like a pine tree's not just for Christmas. So no, are not going to look like Christmas tree pieces when you use them in different ways. So, in my opinion, okay, is that down good? Yes, that's down good. Yeah. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to take some jewelry bits. Love using jewelry bits. I buy a bunch of stuff at thrift stores. I always collect broken jewelry from my house. I'm going to put this piece right here. I ordered a bunch of broken jewelry from eBay. They cost me like $10 or $12, but I got a bunch of broken jewelry bits. And you can use all that kind of stuff in this kind of work. So this is some like stupid looking basket, which I would never even like, but it's going to be good texture for what we're doing. Okay, this is a broken earring. And yes, I am using hot glue. Let me explain why, even though this is metal. Because I want to. No, I'm just kidding. Because I'm gluing it down to burlap. Metal glued down or plastic glued down or ceramics glued down to cardboard, to anything that's porous like this, is going to stay down very nicely. It's just when you're doing, like I keep repeating myself, but the metal on metal or plastic on plastic or plastic on metal, that's when you definitely have to use E6000. Okay, here's another little earring. Okay, I'm going to use that somewhere right here. Got a big bunch of glue, hot glue right there. And that'll stick very nicely to that burlap. Okay. Here's another broken earring. And these earrings right here were actually not broken. I actually broke them. They came all actually, you know, with a backing and stuff. I had to pull the backings off. So don't do this to jewelry that you like, of course. If you like the jewelry, wear it. But if you don't, use it for your mixed media. Okay, so that's there. This is just a little heart, a little tidbit. So as you can see, you can use anything. Just anything works. Anything goes. Okay, that's a little cowboy boot. This is another little broken piece of jewelry, which I'm going to put right there. Another little broken piece of jewelry. I have some shells that I want to put on here. And the reason I like shells is I like to put shells in little places and then paint everything white and then color, you know, do my spray coloring. And after that, fill these with like really pretty pearls. And it looks really gorgeous. So anyway, that's why I'm putting these shells there. It's going to be really pretty. I'm going to fill them with pearls or really pretty beads. I've done that in a lot of pieces and it looks really, really good. So just a big wad of hot glue. And then put this down. I know it looks like a big old damn mess right now, but believe me, it's going to look good. Okay. Look at the time situation. Okay. My video is about to switch to part 2. So just head over to part 2. No problem. Okay, let me just keep going here with little bits of stuff. actually, you know what? Let's put this here. I'm going to put another shell right here. Because that'll be cool to fill this with a bunch of beads. Either beads or pearls. Okay. I have another little piece right here. Do I want that to go there, or do I want this little? I'll put that there. Okay. Make sure you guys are seeing. Wait 1 second. So I'm working at the bottom right now. Alright, sorry if you guys weren't seeing that at the bottom. Let me just see if I can't. Let me see. There we go. Sorry if you guys are missing that. I put all these little pieces in here at the bottom. Hopefully that I wasn't completely off camera for that. We'll put that right there. Big old wad of glue. And then we'll lay that right in the wad of glue. Okay. And then I have this chain. And I thought maybe we could lay this chain here and there. I don't know if I want that long a chain though. I don't even know if I want chain or not, because I kind of have enough going on. Yeah, I think I'm not going to add this chain in. I was going to, but I think we have enough going on. Yeah, I think I like the way this is. I have a bunch of buttons here, so I'm going to see if I don't want any buttons anywhere. I think I don't, but we're just going to make sure. Yeah, we could slip a button underneath there. Okay. Buttons are another great thing just to add more texture and more interest everywhere. They lay really flat. You can, you know, fit them in here and there. They're fabulous. Love me a button. Here we go. Put this little button here. Okay. And I'm just going to keep going with little things. I'll put another button there. Okay. And then let's just see if there's anything else. All right. I got a couple more buttons I want to put in. Kind of a big, oh, it's okay. It's a little heart button. It'll be cute right there. And let's find another button. Okay, I just dripped some hot glue on this thing, and that's fine. That just adds texture. Okay. I think that looks good. Okay. So let's put all this junk to the side. Doesn't this look like a hot mess? I know. I love doing work like this though. I love making a hot mess and then making it look like magic. Okay, so now let's take our white gesso or Kilz, K-I-L-T-Z. I've talked about that before, which is a wall primer, which acts just like a Kilz. Oh, Kilz acts just like a acts just like gesso. Okay. All right, let's double check to make sure you guys are there. Where is my mirror? Okay. Oh, here it is, right in front of my face. You know, you can't see what's ever in front of your face. Okay, now we are going to, let me bring this back down, and then I'll move this back up when we get to the bottom again. We're going to make this all look cohesive now with this white, with our gesso, our white gesso, or the Kills. Okay, so we're just going to paint this all white. Okay. And then once we're done with this, painting this white, I need to get this front area, which I can't see right now because, you know, I'm underneath the camera. I'll go back to the front of this and make sure it's nice and white off camera. But we'll just, whatever part you're seeing right now is what we'll focus on. I usually don't use, like, this says dream. Oh, let's just talk about this, what it says. This says dream. Isn't that just fabulous for a altered mixed media journal? I think that is so cool to have the word dream on there, because all your ideas dreamed up in one book. I don't usually use phrases this thick, like this that thick, but I thought, what the hell, let's do it. I have it. I bought it from Dollar Tree. I bought it to use it in one of my mixed media pieces, so. And always be looking at Dollar Tree for your to do this type of work. They always have such great things. You're going to get it way cheaper than you would ever get at Michael's or Joann's or any of those places. So always be looking out for things that you can use. Like a big piece like that, like a big piece of wood like that said dream or believe or whatever, you couldn't get it for $1 at Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Well, you could if it was on clearance. Okay, so we're just painting everything white. Look how much better it all looks now that we're painting it all white. Doesn't this look fabulous? Love it. Okay, so now